Others want to look at financial goals. These are things that people take for granted. But you ought to understand that finances is very important. And if you fail to work on your finances, you will not have it likely. It will not be well with you. It will not fall in the line that you are expecting it to do. So, for the strategy for your financial goals, number one, what you have to look at is that what do you want? What do you want? Number two, when do you want to get it? Number three, how do you intend to get it? So in Zechariah chapter number 1, verses 17, Bible talks about God saying that his kingdom shall be expanded through prosperity. So he said, cry yet saying, thus saith the Lord of hosts, my cities, my kingdom, my goals. And you know cities are goals. So my goals will be what? Expanded through prosperity. So even the kingdom of God cannot be expanded without prosperity. If you don't have money, you're not going anywhere. The earlier you understand it, the earlier you know it, the better for you. You have to agree, I need money, I like money, I want money. But what do you want? What do you want? If you want money, what do you want it for? What do you want it for? When do you want to get it? And how do you intend to get that money? There must be a strategy. I will do this and I will do that so I can achieve this. I will do this. I need 1 million. I will do this and that. You just sit down expecting that money will fall. That is why you are broke than the 10 commandments. Am I helping somebody? So, how much do you want to earn? Should be something you ask yourself. 2, do you want to remain employed or you want to have your own job? 3, do you want to invest? Do you want to be an investor? 4, do you want to be an employer? What is it that you want? Do you want to own your own business? Let me tell you something. There is no company that will give you what you want. There is no company that would ever hand over to you what you want. But when you have your own, you can hand over to yourself what you desire. So you must have a goal. Do you want to remain employed? The money you are looking for, will you get it there? Then be there. There must be a strategy. When am I coming out to have my own business? You don't just stand up and say, I'm going to start something. In fact, a lot of people run into businesses because they want to make money. It's a lie. Oh, if I do this and that, this is a good idea. The reason you are not making cash is because you think it's a good idea. It's not supposed to be a good idea for it to work. Someone said, okay, well, should it be a God idea? No. I would give you some answers very soon. Am I helping somebody? You have to have your own business. If you are saying you are going to concentrate on the economy, the current state of the economy, in fact, when you even look at the economies of the world, you realize that a lot of people are going through a lot. If you are going to look at it, I'm telling you, you will not start something. You will not do something. And you can be working somewhere, but you can also be working. Listen, the sea is the sea because it has multiple streams coming to it. And so even the Garden of Eden could not survive with just one stream. It had 4 streams. The Garden of Eden had 4 streams. So even the presence of God was run by 4 channels of income. So as a man, if you want to really stand out, if God gave Adam 4, what about you? And when we even talk about Abraham, we realize he had cattle, he had sheep, he had lands, he had crops, he had wells. Because he dug wells, people were buying water from Abraham. And his son also went to have the wells. People put this one because they were spoiling his business. These anarchists and all those people, they were spoiling the business. They were trying, these Philistines and all these people with their tines, they were trying to spoil his business because we're putting sand into it. You need to be informed. You need to be relevant. You need to project yourself. The Lord is with you, but you have to work out a plan. You have to write out a plan. You have to come out with a plan. You don't have a plan, you are not going to have money. A lot of you plan the business, but you don't plan the money. That is your problem. You have to sit down. I always chat with people. I tell them, if you do this and that, you make this amount of money and stuff. But the reason they are not even doing that is because they don't have a plan for money. After all, I'm okay. I'm being fed. I'm staying somewhere. They are giving me food. I'm fine. I have my 1, 2, 3 CDs. It's okay. I'm cool. After all, there are people, they have tied their success to your success. He will make it. If he makes it, he will dash a car one day. I'll get one. So some people's work, I just have to be faithful as he grows and he's making it. That is why you go to certain funerals, you see women wailing because this is not the breadwinner. The winner of the bread is gone. And that is the mentality of people, especially in church. As the church is growing, I've been a faithful steward. The church would help me. The church will help me. Oh, I'm married to this person. I'm okay. Men will not tell you, but I'll tell you today. Especially the ladies, listen. An independent woman is what a man is looking for. The reason he is not letting you go and work, and it's like, no, stay at home and not work and stuff, is because there's a difference between obedience and then also you giving yourself to somebody to say, I want to submit under somebody. You think by having money, the man thinks that if you have money, you will not respect him again. So they want you to be housewives. Because women have a way of, when they have cash and stuff, they don't respect. They want to tell what they want to tell and stuff. Well, seldom will you see a woman with money and steal herself. So men have already projected, they visualize that you will not make it. There are men, they've made up their mind, she will never make it. That is why in this church we have always made it clear that every woman in this church must have money more than her husband. Yet they have stopped praying that prayer. They stopped praying it around July last year, and that was all. They've forgotten their own calling. A very serious word that was placed upon them. They've stopped. It tells you that people don't have plan for money. They only plan to just get something by the wayside and stuff, but you are different. I said you are different. So whatever you do, you must come out with a plan, especially when it comes to money. How do I get this money? Where will I get the money from? Who will give me the money? Someone said, why should I ask who will give me the money? If you are selling, how do you call it, fire extinguishers, you don't expect this one, how do you call it, nursery to come and buy it from you. Children, toddlers in your area, no. People go out there and then they set up a business. Your business, when you have the business idea, that's great. But then also you have to have a money idea. How will the money come? Through prosperity. The kingdom of God is expanded. The cities are expanded. The goals, cities are goals. They are expanded. What is it? Who is coming to buy from me? When you are going to get the meat, you don't just go. Some of you just go and then you just go and get the meat. You're just, okay, fine. Chicken back is cheap, so let me get chicken back and stuff. It's not a party. It's not a party. You are not willing to think of how the money would come, the resources will come. There are people who are willing to pay. And no matter what you do, don't look at only monopoly to make it. Monopoly, it's good, but you will not be there for a long time. Someone will clear you. Am I helping somebody? I can't come here and pray for you to have money if me myself, I don't have money. And I can't. You can't just pray for someone to have money. You also have to show the person where the money is. There are few men of God that can pray for you, but then there are men of God also who can show you where it is. Thank God you are in a good church. Am I helping somebody? So come out with a plan. When you come out with a plan, it's called an executive summary. Come out with a plan. What is the plan? Some of you, when you are writing a plan, a strategy to make money, when you are getting an investors, you know, when investors come to this country, they are coming because they want to what? Invest. The same country people are running away from, saying the economy is bad. People are seeing something and they are coming. And so what are they seeing that you are not seeing? The craftsman, when he sees an accident, sees an opportunity. The one working at the hospital sees another opportunity. But then the family has only seen a dead person. Well, unless the one that murdered him is also waiting to get a property, so he also sees an opportunity. You have to have an executive summary. You have to write down the plan. This is how I'll make the money. A lot of people, when you tell them to write business ideas, I tell people to bring business ideas, and I realize that, you know something, we have a big problem in Africa. People are coming down to make money. They are coming to invest money. Sometimes you sit with people and you tell them to write what their proposals. Some people don't even know there's something called executive summary. Write your proposals, put something down, and then you'll see them putting jargons inside. Listen, when you hear that someone wants to invest millions into you, doesn't mean the person has gone to school. Some of your mentality is that, I have to put big English. So you want an investor to invest. Keep it simple, straight to the point. Show them where the money is. If I want to invest, show me where the money is inside what I'm doing. I want to find out where the money is. Tell me, we do this and that, we get this. Are we going to get it monthly? Are we going to get it annually? Are we going to get it periodically? What is the period? How are we going to get the money? What have you sat down? The idea must shoot out. What happens when we are having some turbulence? Where do we run to? When you sit in the plane, they tell you that when you have an issue, when we have turbulence and stuff, nose masks would come down, this oxygen mask, and then what will happen is that you place it on yourself first before you help somebody else. They tell you the procedures and stuff just in case there's a disaster. Some of you don't have that plan. So when you are just standing there and all of a sudden you don't have cash on you, you have a problem. Reverend Jilo will tell you that I've always been on him. Make sure you have a plan. So I can meet him right now and I'm like, get this amount of money ready. You can shoot that to me. If your plan is right, I'll give it to you. Now most of you are making investments in unnecessary stuff. Some of you are praying, Lord, I want you to give me a financial breakthrough. What? You don't need a financial breakthrough. You need a financial education. You need to be educated. You need to be educated. There are things I've let go just to get to where I've gotten to. There are loads you must release. Between me and Reverend Jelo, he knows he can get the latest, most expensive phone in the world. I can also get that latest, most expensive phone in the world. But the fact that we can get it doesn't mean we are going for it. What we need to do is to phone call, and whatever we want to achieve, you can achieve it with any phone. Right now, technology, you can achieve anything with any phone. Anything in any phone. So if what you want to achieve is status and people looking at you and saying, wow, you look good, you look fine, and you are using the latest phone, you will get that. But let me tell you something, that will not bring you money. Make sure the handset, the mobile phone, is making you mobile. Some of your mobile phone can make you mobile. No. There are places you can go with the phone you are holding. Some of you, the heart attacks you are getting every day. When you're having a young phone and it falls to the ground, hardly do you scream. And some of you have made up your mind, yeah, now I can't wait. It's a dangerous venture. It's a dangerous venture, a very big dangerous venture. I don't know who bewitched this generation. But if you came to meet those days of entering into, please have a seat, of entering into a communication center to make a phone call, it was not the type of phone, it was privacy. It was privacy, information. You'll be in your house, so there was a comm center in the area one, and you'll be in your house and they'll come and call you. You've gotten a call from so and so, and you had a time with you. Sometimes you go and stand at the comm center waiting because you know at the time they'll call you. I remember mistakenly my mom's Nokia 3310 to school, and I'm telling you, I shook. I didn't know. I take the phone home. I should be in school. And when my friends saw it, they were like, hey. And the keyboard is took it. Those days, to be a keyboardist, you had to be on iPhone. You could make the tunes. And then it would, and everybody's phone was playing "We Wish You a Merry Christmas," even in Egypt. This one, Easter. Jingle bells, jingle. Everybody was playing that tune. And if you go to the marketplace and you see people have written to do your tones for you, it was a business on its own. And you go there, and if they can just, people had songs, Dana say, and they will do it for you, and you'll be great. And people were so happy. There were people who became so godly. They felt so godly. They felt that God was close to them just because their phone was ringing. Dana say. Then we came to the era of uploading songs, and you go to the marketplace and you upload songs. Now you can do it on your own. Somebody is solving an issue to make money. Yeah. You want to make money? You got to solve problems, not have an idea. Am I helping somebody? So not every investor has gone to school. In your summary, what do you write in it? What do you want to do? What is the core of the business? Where is the money in the business? And where is the money in the business coming from? Just explain the business. That is all. Explain the business and stop putting jargons inside, so that the one who is coming to invest has to buy a dictionary. That's opportunity cost. Start looking at other avenues. Start looking at other stuff. What can I do? What am I relevant? Can I be relevant? What? Start looking at other avenues. But the most important thing is, what is the idea behind that business? What is the idea behind your business? The fact that someone is doing orange juice doesn't mean you also stand up and do orange juice because you see, people just stand up, and it's happening in Africa, especially West Africa, Ghana. Someone starts this mobile business of space to space, phone calls and stuff, and do you know what they do? You see 15 people lined up doing the same thing. Now, when oranges came, people were also selling. You also see when this noodles, Indomie came, everybody. Now, we used to have people who did breakfast at night, and that's one of the problems of Africa. What is being done in the morning by the one who brought it, you are doing it at night. No, the one. Let's be plain. You are taking a cup of lifting in the night, whereas you're supposed to take that to go through your bloodstream and energize you and make you active through the day. You rather take it when you are done. Now you are sleeping, you can't sleep, and you begin to manipulate your phones, pressing and stuff, only for you to get tired and go to work. The Lord deliver us. And these things are just done in a cup, a simple cup. There is something called a tea cup. And then when you are on cold days, there's something called a mug. The mug is for chocolate, not for making Lipton. It's for taking chocolate and anything that is hot. Something that is hot. So on winter times, you will see them in their quilts and they are just sitting by the fireplace and they have the mug and it keeps them warm. They hold it in their hands and they are sipping. Whilst you are drinking, when you see Africa, especially West Africa, Ghana, you see their teacup. It's a jug. It's not a mug. It's a jug. 2 slices of bread, toasted bread, with just 1 lettuce and then some tomato, and that is it. They have their cup of tea, something like a baby doll cup, and then they just take it. Now, espresso does not even use a big cup. Cappuccino is just twice the size of taking tequila shot. okay, espresso, cappuccino, and all these things. You just have to just take it. Something you just sip and you take for the day for you to go. And when an African is drinking tea in the morning, I'm telling you, half of the bread. Yet you are calling on God to expose you to international places. It won't happen. It won't happen. You give an African a tin of milk and you tell him that, oh, help yourself. Do you know what they do? They kill themselves. You just told them, oh, can you help yourself? Oh, help. I went to a house with some sons who are no longer with me, but they will always show up back. So I went to a place with them, traveled outside Accra. We got there with the guest, received us. Our host received us and quickly told me to go to the kitchen. He went to the kitchen with us and he had stocked. That was not the first time, but it was a beautification to behold stocked stuff. And I love it when people stock up. I love stocking because it helps you to think. You see, some of you are not, your minds are not open because it's just when it's time for this, we buy this, and that is all. You want to eat rice, you go and get the rice and you come back. Now, those who work in the pantry said I should give them cash. Now I give them cash weekly for them to go and make all the buys and stuff. Even that, still the African mentality of going every morning and going every time about to cook, then they just keep on going. Then I look at the situation, I'm like, la. It's a mentality, say a mentality, which needs to be broken. Yeah. If you can't vision what you need to buy and what you need to put down and stuff. In fact, a wise woman does not go to the market every day. A wise woman goes to the market once for the week. If you want to tell me someone who knows how to cook very well, anyone that knows how to cook. In fact, people think that to cook means that it has to be fresh. It's not every food you serve it fresh. There are foods, especially if you're a grill caterer and you know your home econs and you know all these things very well, you would understand that there are some foods when you cook them half and then you just place it down half cooked. You place it down, you wait till the next morning. Some even 12 hours, some 3 hours, especially when you are baking. Some of them you have to place them in the fridge. You don't just stand up and make a turkey within a day. You don't make a Christmas turkey within a day. There are chickens if you want to really enjoy. One of my sons who stay with me will tell you there are things we refrigerate. You spice the chicken up and everything, you put it in the freeze. Some of them you don't put in the fridge, you leave them outside. There are foods that need outside. You see, when you are eating, you know that this is it. I've been called. Am I talking to somebody? And someone will say, oh, but I don't have the approval of my environment to do stuff, because if you are living in a place with goats, you don't have the approval of your environment. Your environment has voted such a food out. You are living in a compound house. No. You enjoy the food is from the local pantries and restaurants and other places, chop bars as we call it here. You enjoy those foods because of the way they present it. When you now make a typical Ghanaian African dish that is Asante, the Ashantis, they have fufu, that pounded thing. When you do it, you quickly do it, and then when you finish pounding, you pour soup on it and you serve your family. Now, you don't really, you enjoy, but you like the outside more than the home one. Why? Because when you are done pounding the fufu, you are supposed to place it down for it to harden later, and that can crunch in and enjoy. But boom, 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 and all soup on it, then straight, and then no. Am I helping somebody? And sometimes people want to fake it, so they intentionally put the meat on top of one meat. They put it on top of the fufu, It's 1 minute. Put it in the soup. That's where it belongs. Am I helping somebody? So you have to have that plan. So where is the money coming from? All these things. Now, when you are talking to an investor, you have to tell him how much you want him to put in. There is a language escape from it. I've asked people that question and they give me that answer, and I just look at them and I'm like, huh? Oh, like if I get like, oh, my estimate is 500. You are not. Listen, you can't work with certain people if you are like that. Estimation must stop. You must stop estimating. You only estimate when you are discussing, raw discussion. But when it is now time, when I tell you I'll call you tomorrow and find out how much you are charging, you don't estimate. You tell me it is 500, and that is all. Woe betides you, you don't deliver. We shall see. Don't think I'm hiding behind apostle. I don't hide behind apostle when it comes to business. I come in front of it. Kwamena Dowson Andoh, apostle. Are you here? Are you sure? And with every executive summary, there's something that is also important. Please don't run away from it. How many people are involved? Who is involved? And do they have credentials? What are their credentials? Do they matter? And when I say what are their credentials, I'm not saying MBA in this and stuff. No. Why are they there? Do they understand the work and what are their expertise? You don't come to me and say you want to start a catering business and you are looking for 50,000 Ghana cedi, and then you won't even get 1 cedi from me. Who is going to be washing the bowls? Where are you going to store the bowls? Who is in charge of inventory? Someone said, oh, but I'm just starting something small. Then make sure you have just small. Let me know. I have just 3 people. This is in charge of this. This is in charge of this. This is in charge. If not, you are going to now get the cash. You are going to have wrong people at your workplace. Someone just stands around and kragata. You have crashed the bowl. You have crashed a plate. Now all these things is under financial goal. All these things. No, I don't want to be hearing this one. Now, what are the precautions to be taken at your workplace? Even in this church, our financial goal is so serious to the extent that there is a carpet on a carpet so that we do not have to buy another carpet in the coming year. So we have forecasted. Am I helping somebody? Yeah, we have forecasted. We've learned from experience. Yeah, we've learned from experience. People just want to go out there and then just get this thing. How do you call it? Just get a laptop. You know, in your university they are stealing, and you know where you are, and they've not done anything about security. Automatically, as soon as you realize that your area and stuff, change what you use. Change your phone. Listen, there are principalities in areas. Let me tell you something. There are principalities in every area. There are territorial powers that are ruling. There are areas when you enter into, you can come with certain goods. But there are other areas when you enter, you can't go with certain goods. There are certain phones you don't use in certain areas. You are a target. Am I speaking to somebody? There are certain goods you don't use in certain areas. You are a target. You will become a target. You don't go to a rural deprived area and go and have a room that you've rented and then now you place an air conditioner inside. If you are going to fix an air conditioner, fix burglar proofs also. But by the time you finish fixing all those things in your mind, I got it cheap. But that money would have carried you to a better area whereby they have already done all that. And you are even secured at night. Don't think you are smart. No. Be smart. don't be smart. Don't think you are smart. Be smart. After laying hands and touching people and falling under the anointing, they will tell you, always my phone has cracked. It was always, I was having that issue. And I was always on my phone checking, reading stuff, wanting to write things down. I looked at my preferences and I said, no, I know what is good for me. And then I checked the net and I found out. Then I called my dealer. When my dealer came, lo and behold, he had something and we spoke about it. Then he gave me information concerning what I'm using. Now, what I'm using is helping me. I charge the battery, I'm okay. It doesn't go off. I'm fine. It's glass both front and back. And most people are buying phones because of filter and camera. Whereas you are not a model. And you don't have even any chance, or if you don't have any idea of where to go, you don't have a chance of becoming one. You can never be. It won't happen. My phone is making cash for me every week. My phone is making cash for me. I got it at a good price and it's making money for me every week. Someone said, how? There was another type I was using, which I'll mention the brand. And it was expensive. To even listen to music, I had to pay. Yeah. It shows how stupid you are. You are stupid. You are stupid. Very stupid. You can't use your phone because now everybody who is using that phone cannot use the thumb. And nobody's having a home button. So you don't want a home. No wonder you can't stay home with such a phone. You see, there are gadgets when you want everybody to see that I have this gadget. When you hear that I've gotten this phone, this expensive phone with its brand, that is like a Garden of Eden matter. When you hear that I have that type of a phone, it's because it's for the media. We are going to be taking videos with, because it takes good videos on all those things. You are not into photography. You are not into immediate stuff and stuff. There are people also who said, no. You are just how do we call it? A tailor. How much do you earn? Wisdom will tell you, get a simple phone, an itel. Just get a simple phone, an itel, and buy memory cards and put them in. And then also go and get yourself a jewel box that is not being used again, or make a box, or even get yourself this piggy bank, the Ghanaian one, the wooden one. Just get yourself a susu box, and anytime the memory card is full, pick it out, put it inside. Pick it out, put it inside. Get one that is a lock, and each of them you can get a correction flue and mark 1, next one 2, next one 3, next one 4, next one 5, or just put some marks on it with how do we call it, a divider, compass and stuff. You can just make a mark, and then you have a book to tell you that 1 has these pictures, 2 has these pictures, 3 has these pictures. It's not hard. You can just, nowadays most phones are not even doing batteries. Most of them are now inbuilt, so you can just slide through the site and stuff. You are roaming wanting to get 3,000 cities to go and buy a 61 gig, 52 gig, 38 gig so that you can have more. Can I tell you something? It will be full again, and you will be a fool again. And there are people who complain, no, I have my information here. When someone meets you, does he call you and say, give me your iPhone? I want to know who you are. You have your information where? Google is doing it better, and it's even cheaper and safer. Before these iClouds and all these things in the cloud came, before these things came, do you know why I used to save my pictures? Facebook. I send myself, so I have 2 accounts. The other account, nobody goes there and stuff. I don't do anything there. Nobody even knows. So I send myself message. So I just send myself pictures, and it is there. I send myself documents, and it is there. You can send anything of any size on Facebook. I just send it there. I'm listening to a message, I just record and send it, and it's there. Now I started using Gmail before using this one, iCloud, and everything I did on Gmail is still there. Everything, numbers, everything, and Gmail is not going today. You don't even know anything about shares and stuff. If you knew things about stock market and stuff, you rather go to Google, because there is no way Google is vanishing. And what you are even following has been beaten. Half is gone already. Continue. I'm not spoiling the market and the brand and stuff, but there are things when you are holding, you need to display. And why do you want to kill yourself at your level? Some people just can't. I just can't. I'm just saying that it's not cut your coat according to your size. Oh. Cut it according to your money. Your money, when you have it according to your money, then you will know whether I'll sew up and down. Size doesn't matter. People bought the church cloth, they just bought quarter a yard, not even half, quarter of a yard, and just had the shirt at home and put the church cloth on it. And even that, I had to stand here and give you that idea. If not, people would have been hitting their mind, going up and down and thinking of how they will raise money to get it. Yeah. Am I helping somebody? You sure? Please take your seat. It is very difficult to start a business, though. It's very difficult. But can I tell you what is not difficult? Buying a business. You know, in Africa, we don't do that. Because of trust issues. I've gone to most of my sons, I've given them opportunity. I said, let me buy it and run your business. And you make profit for it. Oh, shallow, no. It's mine. Well, keep it. Keep it. More grace. You know, buying a business is better sometimes, especially when you know what to do, because it's already running. So you have a fair idea of its failures and what it can achieve. So you have to be thinking like this, that I have to buy a business one day. Receive that grace in the name of Jesus. Some ladies are walking around. How much share do you have in Facebook? How much share? They've rather gone to buy wig, Borovian, Ivorian, and they are not buying Ghanaian. Isn't it funny that someone comes to stand there and says, buy made in Ghana, but the wig, Mongolia. Most of the wig you're putting on your head is a sacrifice to a god. Yeah. And someone realized that when they finish sacrificing to the god and stuff, they're supposed to carry it and throw it away. And someone sat down and said, we can sell this to somebody. And when they started selling, they realized they were making money. So now there are people at the monasteries in Malaysia, India, especially these Asian countries, because they put ginger a lot in their hair. So it makes it grow. And there are people there who, when the people come and they make the sacrifices to their gods and stuff, because as a girl, you get to a certain age, you have to cut your hair and place it down. It will grow again. It grows again. And they just make the sacrifices. And they are not standing there to say, okay, when I finish cutting my hair, I'll collect money. No. They are doing it to their God. And these monies are going back to build great monasteries and stuff for them. And they are getting places of worship. Let me tell you now that everybody, when you cut your hair, bring it so that we can treat it and go and sell it and build powerful churches. They will say they are using the us for human sacrifice. Is it a good time? Some of you are not wanting to start something. You don't want to have your own idea. It's good to help somebody. But someone is sleeping and dreaming now because he knows you are going to support his dream. You can insult iPhone. You can insult Bill Gates. You see how people were talking. And Bill Gates and this, and they are the one bringing the vaccine and all those things and stuff. These people are wicked, and yet he's in your house, on your computer. Every day. He's in your house as Windows. Everywhere you go, you carry a Buddhist in your pocket. Got an iPhone. And you come and you lift up your hands and you say, Lord, I thank you for all that you got. But everything around you was given by certain people. Am I helping somebody? Everywhere you are going, you are carrying things with you. You are carrying things with you. You come stand up and you say, I'm going to get a Mercedes. I'm going to drive it. And you are sitting in someone's family name. Yet if one person from your family does a car by the name of Aite, everybody will start laughing. Aite. Aite. You see, it's funny. Aite. Afari. Afari. Aden Safari. Yeah. But someone has called his own what? Mercedes. Just because of his wife. And you're sitting inside. Glad. And you have kantanka and you want to talk. That he's not from God. What he's doing is not from God. God is a man that is making people worship him. Be very careful and stuff and stuff. You that you are from God, what have you done? No, let's be. You see, that is why your business is not moving forward, because you are speaking against everybody. Everything you see, you want to talk. Am I being a blessing? Stop wasting ideas and dreams. Go out there and buy it. Buy something and improve it. Buy something and what? Yeah. Go to the banks. You see my name there. I've taken loans to run businesses. Not for party, but to run businesses. Yeah. And when you go and check how I've paid back, not with offering. No. Go, you see them. I don't remember the last time I entered into Cow Bank. But money has been sitting there ever since university. I've not gone there. I don't remember the last time. The last time I went to EcoBank, someone sent MoneyGram and I went to take cash out. But EcoBank has been sending me statements always and stuff. Money is lying down. I'm not going. I've not gone to say. You don't even see me sending. But Access Bank, I opened it because I started working after university. So I went to Access Bank because it was closed. I wanted a bank that was closed so that when I come in the morning, I can just go there and go and do whatever I got to do. On top of that, I even influenced the son of mine. He ended up working at Access Bank. So anytime I want to do something, I just speak to him. They put it together and then we are done. So loans are not bad. I was telling Jilo the other time, loans are good. But the reason an African can't take a loan is because he wants you to dash in the money. He wants you to dash in the money to do the business. In fact, it takes wisdom and calculation to know what to do before you go for a loan. She went to borrow the vessels. When she was pouring the oil, she didn't let it pour on the ground. She was pouring it. And she didn't let it overflow. When it got to a place, she moved. She got to this place, she moved. And when she was done, she went to sell the oil. If you know how to pour, you know how to give it out. You know how to get. If you didn't pour the oil, how would you know how much you have inside? Yeah. People are traveling from this place all the way to where they sell, to where they plug the tomatoes. And they are bringing it to Accra. They are not sitting at the market. There are bankers that I know that are at the before they go to the bank. Early morning, they are just in the shirt and in their skirt. And their truck has come to arrive at Mokola. I've seen them with my eyes. I went to observe the works that were being done at Mokola. And the trucks don't even belong to them. They hide them just to go for it. They paid almost about 1,000 something, and it will go to a place, get the oranges, get the stuff, and bring it. And then they have the market women. They are nice with the queen mothers, and then they sell to the queen mothers. The queen mothers also sell. So by the time that tomato that was 10 pesos will get to you 5 for 5 cedis. I get them 5 cedis. Shukome. We are here. Petrol has become an issue. I've told you about petrol. I've told you about gas already. I've told you Nigeria doesn't have. This is the time I sat down, I looked around, and I realized that, listen, most of you are not listening to what I'm saying. Do this for me. At least every family get charcoal, 2 bags, and put it down. When you come to church, come and thank me. If not, go and buy cylinders and fill all the gas and put it down. Ekofado is pushing. He's really pushing. Someone said, "Oh, I'll just get electric." Don't worry. Don't worry. Maybe you get electricity, no problem. Understand, they are coming hard. ECG is coming very hard. And that is why we celebrated yesterday. ECG is coming very hard. They are the arrests and stuff that you will hear. Families that will be in trouble. There are some people, don't worry. I don't talk about them. Am I helping somebody? Oh, I have generator. I mean, it's just water you pour inside. And pure water, I hear is 30 pesos. I used to buy that at something. It's absurd. But you see, we are in the end times. So, but then what do you do so that you can become relevant? With all these problems that are opportunities that are available. When you see problems, you see opportunities. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Don't sit down and let the future happen to you. Into it. If you want to predict the future, create one. The best way to predict the future is to create one. Create it. Create what you want to see. As you are sitting here, we are creating the future. Don't be looking at yourselves and they're like, okay, hey, now in this, I don't see this person. I don't. You be there. Be there. If you know what you carry, you won't have a miscarriage. I've never seen a pregnant woman fighting to enter into a commercial vehicle. She knows what is carrying and she's there. Many people can go ahead of her, but what she's carrying is important. When you know what is you are carrying is important, you find a place that can help you. You're supposed to do business with Arabs. You're supposed to do business with Buddhists. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light, or the life. They are doing business, but there's a way they can do it to be better. You have to go there as a Christian and show them. And let them sit down with you and be like, I don't like Christians, but because of you, I think this is good. You are making money. People are thinking of running to Dubai for vacation. But you see, we are running from here, going there. Powerful for vacation. What are we going to look at over there? The stuffs they have. And what did they do? They placed all those great places in one place. So you roam and stuff. What then must we do? Instead of pushing Royal Senchi somewhere and pushing all this Adodo and all those places, these aqua safaris and stuff. Yes, we have the rivers there and stuff. Let them be there. Come and create some man-made lakes. And if you don't even want to create man-made lakes, what is Wager doing? What is Wager doing? And people have to travel all the way, make overpasses, have a ferry, have ski boats, have lifeguards, train them, let them enter into the water, let people swim, let people check stuff out. It can be a holiday center. I don't know whether maybe Wager means Wager, so maybe that's why they've left it. And you know what is shocking? Just from Wager, Kokrobite. And from Kokrobite, you are just at the coastal area. Yet all these places, Kaswa and all that side, there is nothing. Bojo Beach and nothing. Imagine you have what has been built in Osu around those areas, and even Osu that is close to the sea. There are people that are seated at the entrance of the sea. Osu is nice until you start hitting the family houses. You will know. Kinkan way, Ni way, Ayoko way, Labi way, Ewe way, Wezezeze. Okay? Jielo way, Kaite way. Yeah. And you see all these things. And we have all these powerful places. Nothing is. What was happening? We are in this country. And we claim there is no cash. No surfing. No bodies on a surfboard. I've not seen one before. When you please check. When you check the net and you find it, please let me know. I just want to see Ghanaian Surfing Association. Something they are surfing. What you know how to do is to make designer caskets. I was saying it the other time. When I meet Kantanka, I'll sit with him and say, "Sir, stop making jeeps and make aboboya. No. And make it cheap and let us be able to buy 2,000 instead of 8,000. And write Kantanka and be the one doing it. Aboboya was not done by abroad. It was not done by an American. It was done by Nigerians and this one, how do you call it? Indians. Finish. Indians. Someone wanted to carry his family out and then turned his scooter bike and put seats at the back. Then he had an idea and covered it. He did his own metal and stuff. And then now he has painted it yellow and he's making money. You bring it to Ghana, it's still colored yellow. Nobody wants to color it black. They are just living like that. Paint. They don't do any paint job. And the Pragyas are making cash on the streets, whereby people can carry that same amount of money and invest it into these people that are in Ghana. You can pick up motorbikes from scraps from abroad, ship them down, and then extend the backs and let the technical schools and engineering schools that are not doing anything like the one that I went to start doing something. We are talking money. Can you find problems? If you see problems, they are opportunities. If the business you are doing is just, you see, a lot of, let me be on the catering people. A lot of people cook because they want people to like their food. You are mad. When we want to eat good food, to taste it, we won't call you and order it. We'll go to the restaurant. And in fact, when we want to eat good food, we know where to get it. Everybody, no matter how rich and how big they are, there are foods they like, and they know where to get it. They know where to get it. Right now, as someone who is into catering, you must be looking at affordability, tranquility, and then also to simple proximity and accessibility. Yeah. Yeah. I've gotten a contract with Barclays Bank, now ABSA. Amen. Hey, receive. I receive. Amen. You are serving 20 people that food. How many friends do you have that live in that area where that bank is? You serve them food only on Wednesdays or every week. How many friends do you have in that area? And instead of you cooking at where you are, Kaswa, why don't you just sit in a vehicle and go and pet your friend and make sure every morning you just cook at your friend's place? And then when it's time, you hand it over yourself to the people. And when you are done, you just come home at night to sleep, and then you move. So every day you are working, you are going to work at your friend's house, in your friend's garage, and you are working. Someone said, I don't have friends there, and that is why now you have to start deleting contacts. What is wrong with us? We don't know how to make use of opportunities given to us, because everybody wants to get something right now, right there. Is working. Let me tell you something. Office job has never taken you anywhere. It won't take you anywhere. I've been a teacher all my life, since class 4. It won't take you anywhere. If you think salary is going to help you marry, I'm very sorry. Change your mind. They can sack you anytime. You'll be walking there and say, the grace of the Lord is upon me. No, don't forget that that person too will die one day. Opportunity comes in seasons. Problems comes in seasons. So you have to seize them, and you have to get other businesses you are doing. Don't sit down, fold your arms, thinking people will be giving you cash every day. One day, those people will not be there. So whatever cash you are getting now, what are you using it for? And some of you, when they give you cash, no, hand to mouth, pim, you are done. When you even work and you get paid, hand to mouth, pim, then you are done. I can't go to school making Trotsky. I have to sit in an Uber. And your school is at this place. Wake up 2 hours to time, be in the Trotsky and arrive. And that Uber money will save you another month for you to be able to take your Trotsky. My data is never off. I don't remember switching off my data. My data is never off. It's always on, because I'm working with it. And it's funny, people think that if they switch off their data, then that means that the data will run. When the time is up, then they switch on the data, and when the messages come, it will be clear. No. That's accumulating. And when you switch on the data, still all those messages that have been sent will come. So the data will be deducted. By all means, who are you fooling? Every day flight mode, yet you don't even know where the airport is. The only mood you don't take picture is flight mode. Look at your neighbor and say, don't look for money. Look for problems. To know that God has blessed you or has called you for an assignment. Let me put it this way. To know that God has called you to handle something. Anything that irritates you, God gave it to you to make money out of it. Yeah. Some people stand up. I'm a caterer. I'm a this and stuff. They want to send food. I don't know why I'm on caterers, but they want to send food to people. Yet they stand up and you tell them that, oh, go and buy beans. No. This woman, her beans is not nice. And they are in the area. Instead of you to wake up in the morning and cook, get yourself a kiosk and sell beans, because you've realized that someone's own is not nice. If you can sell your own, you realize that people will buy. There are people that live this area. My grandfather lets us drive all the way from Kaneshi to Adabraka just to get Aboboy and Tatale. Aboboy and Tatale. As if my grandma can make it at home. My grandma will make it still. He will send you to go and buy. I could sit down at Oakland restaurant waiting for potato chips. That takes almost about 2 hours, 3 hours. I didn't have the wisdom I have now. I would have opened a place where because people were buying. Those days there was no KFC. People were buying potato chips, and Oakland would just be, they're out of business. I just looked at them and said, you they're out of business long, almost about 15 years ago. Don't know. Out of business before they finally closed down. It's as now they've turned the place into a discotheque. If you are solving problems, people will give you money. After all, listen to what I'm doing. I'm telling you, people are charging $150 per session, and even that is 45 minutes. And I'm teaching you this for free. When we are done, I'll say, oh, place your seeds and your offerings down. People will just place it down and they are done. When they close, they go to the shop behind there and they spend almost about 10 cedis, but they give 1 cedi, 2 cedi as offering. The Lord bless you. I'm solving a problem. If the first one you didn't see it as valuable, at least by the time you are going the second one, you see that valuable, and the money will still come back to me. Yeah. You are not serious. You are not diligent. You are not serious. If you are serious in making money, you would have looked for something to do. Laziness has never helped. You see, some people think that when you say being lazy, they are just sleeping. No. What is that? Let me just leave it. When you see people saying leave it, leave it, leave it, it's because they know they'll get money from someone else. Most of our parents are looking at us because they see us as money banks. You lie bad, not me. I'm not a money bank. No. You have to focus. And some of you, if you don't catch the clear line and let your family know that this is what I'm doing for you, this is what I'm helping you to do, and all those things and stuff, when you marry, they will attack your wife. That ever since you married, your wife doesn't want you to give them money. Cut the line now. Some of you, the links you have with your mothers and your fathers, especially your mothers, cut that link. Especially men, cut that link. Cut it. Cut that link. It's hard, but you have to cut it. I'll be getting to relationship goals. Cut it. I'm the one telling you, cut it. Cut it. Hey, it's my mother that took care of me. Oh, it's my mother that took me to school. It's my mother that took care of me. Oh, we thank God. Do what you have to do and take care of her, and do all you got to do. Serve her. Find out what do you need. I need this. I need it. Okay, I can help you with this. Every month I'm doing this. Every time I'm doing this, I'm helping you with this. This, then you are done. If you turn yourself to your father, if you turn yourself into your father, women don't know into. Women, when you give them money, they still want more from you. I'm advising you now. Be wise. Well, you can choose not to take the advice and say, no, me, I love my house. I'll be waiting for you in the office. When you come, we'll sit down and we'll handle the issue. And I'll give you the same advice again. Because wisdom is profitable to direct. Since you are not thinking, we'll help you out. Am I helping somebody? Am I talking to somebody? You have a problem in your garage. You'll notice that your door is not working. Something you don't like the painting. You look at it all. No, I don't like this painting. Then you fix it. You came to the church. You realize that they don't like the way this. If you anywhere you go and you see something that you are like, it can be done better, it's God telling you can get money. If you can fix your garage, what you do is that now you go to other places and say, do you have any problem like this? They say yes. I can do it for you. Now people want things fast. People, we are in a jet age, microwave generation. People want things fast, very fast. Now from steam irons, now we have irons that you can just hang the dress and then you just do this, and that is all. We have washing machines that are now folding dresses and ironing them. It's a whole department on its own. You buy it to bring it to your house. It washes, it dries, it folds and irons and brings it up. We even have a tent that has come to Ghana. It came last year around October, November there. Yeah, it's a machine and it's a red tent. It's like a room. It's just maybe 2 meters square, and the machine is inside down. And what happens is that when you finish washing, you just hang your clothes inside. It will be dried. It will just dry within minutes. It will dry. If this was given to me when I was in JHS, ironing dress early in the morning, going to class. A lot of wise people are in the church, yet still they are not thinking. They are not, and you see, they are not applying what they are thinking. Because my question is, if this is the case and this is what you have, why don't you now? Some people, even the church air condition, I've seen it. The church workers, those who sleep here, I've seen them go to the air condition. They have something to do the following day. They've washed their shirts, and then the heat that is emanating from the air condition is drying it. And I'm like, Why don't you just look for somebody who can create a heating system just like this? You have gotten a problem, and go to the SHS schools and go and sell this machine to them and see. You will make money. When you iron your suit, you don't like the lines that comes. God is speaking to you. Problems equals opportunities. And you know something? Money is a reward system. If you can handle a problem, you'll be rewarded. If you're not handling a problem, you'll be rewarded. And those of you working, my uncle will give me this, my sister will give me this, my cousin will give me this. One day it will stop. It will stop. Bible says that a man who always goes to his friend to ask for something, one day will become a nuisance. Am I helping somebody? Please take a seat. So what is it that you want to do now? And what is it that you can do now? Find out what you can do and find out what you want to do. Okay, find out what you want to do first, then find out what you can do. Am I helping someone? When you desire money, it will come to you. People are like, no, but I want to start a project. I want to do this and I need $1 million and I'm not going to get it. I've tried asking friends and stuff. We don't ask for money. When Bible says ask and it shall be given unto you, money was not part. But when he says seek and you shall find, it was money he was talking about. Because every time money got missing in the Bible, there was a search. The woman who was sweeping had to find money. Anytime Bible mentions money, you have to search for it. You have to search. We said, who can search for the true riches? Even when he talked about a woman equivalent to a precious stone, he said, who can find her? For her price is more than rubies. Such is a virtuous woman. There is this feeling you have, and I want you to use it in closing. I just want you to use it. Don't waste this seminar. Tomorrow we'll be here, and then Sunday evening also too. We'll be here, then we are done. Hear me. This is not for everybody, and that is why you are here. Listen carefully. Let me give an example. Imagine you are coming to church. You don't have cash, but you want to come to church. Do you know what happens? Automatically, you get that amount of money you are looking for, and you arrive. Yes or no? Oh, please. Yes or no? Use that same heart to change after the business you are starting, and you would get that exact money. And when that money comes, there will be profit, and then you continue. You make another profit, then you continue, then you make another profit. But first, make sure you write down your executive summary, what you want to really achieve. If you can desire it, you shall have it. If you can listen, the same way. If I say right now that next week, Sunday, we are going to have a dinner, everybody make sure you are in a red shirt. Those who don't have will just start making phone calls, putting stuff in place. You see that feeling, use it to do your business. Are we safe? Oh, are we safe? Are you sure? So in life, like I told you day one, you have to know where you are going. Some of you don't know where you are going. Okay? Some of you don't know where what you are going. You don't know. And since you don't know where you are going, you are just moving anyhow. Find out where you want to go and go there. Where are you going? Where are you going? What I will look at is number one. How much do you want to make? Write it down. So write down how much you want to make. It's not, success is not casual or a happening coincidence. It's intentional. How much money do you want to make from the business? You don't just stand up and say, I want to start a catering business. I want to start a food joint. I want to start a provision shop. I want to start this one. No. How much money are you willing to make? I want to make 1,000 every week. Then you know you're good to go. When you have a target, you know what to buy inside the shop. But when you don't have a target, you just stand up and you go and buy anything. Oh, people say they like this. Then you go and buy it, put it there. Whereas the 10 pesos you be getting from there, you see, you just have to notice, you can see certain people, they are just selling water. And in the area, there is no Milo. And you're like, oh, the local wage money wanka. And they are not even minding you. They just sell water. Do you know how much they're making? Because they know I want to make 100 cedis a week. My clothing line, I'm sewing dresses. I want to make 500 cedis a week. That way, when you are charging people, you know how to charge. When someone comes to you, I want you to sew 5 dresses for me. You're like, oh, Charlie. Whatever you give me, Charlie, I will always sew yourself. What do you want to achieve? You have a goal that every week I must get 500 Ghana cedi. And someone came and said, sew 3 dresses, and it is Friday. You've not made even 10 cedis. He's in trouble. I will cut it on you. And that is where your express comes in. You know something, sir? I can give you the dresses on Monday morning. I know you want it a month from now, but I can give it to you Monday morning because I have other things to do. Shh. It shouldn't always be the client always calling for express services. I have said, you are not lying. I have other things to do. I have a target every week. There are other things you are doing. I know you want this a month's time, but because of the project I'm doing and other things that I've also set on my mind, you don't need to disclose them to them. The secrets of God are with them that fear Him. It's yours. It's with the eyes have not seen, ears have not heard what the Father has in store for His children. He doesn't need to know your business plan. Some of you talk too much. By the time you finish, you've brought all your ideas out. So, sir, I'll finish by Sunday for you, and then I'll do this and that for you and stuff. Monday, I'll be done, and then you put yourself to it. Why? Because whilst you were waiting for someone to come and give you something, you were making dummy texts and dummy stuff, dummy drawings, dummy stuffs, and then you were just cooking. Every day you were cooking. You can't tell me that you want to be a cook and there is a day you don't cook. Why are you assassin here? That you are resting? No. And the third day, God rested. Listen, when you start having people to take, listen, people say, hey, as if you are running a business, you have to rest. I know barbering shops that close on certain days, they are not working because that's the resting day. God bless you. If it's a prophetic direction, go ahead. If it is something that is traditional from your village, go ahead. But then let me tell you something. God rested because He had someone to take care of. You can go home and rest whilst you have workers who are working. That day, a billionaire may be passing by and may give you the benefit of the doubt of a blessing, and your life will be changed. But because of God rested, so you too, are you God? Must you also? Do you know how people? God had Adam and He rested. You don't even have Adam. Am I helping somebody? And so write it down. When I say write it down, what I mean is that have a target. Have what? Have a target. What is your strategy to achieving that target? Finally, what is the strategy to achieving that what? Target. Now, these are strategies that we are looking at, but then we'll come back again if I look at the timing of the church and I look at your timing, because most of us are working. Majority of us work. So I have to look at the timing so that we come back, then we'll look at tactics. If it doesn't go according to that, I'll just come online, because on Sunday we are coming back online. Okay? So I'll just come online, and then when I speak, you just listen. If you don't listen, you upload it and you can go and listen at your free time, because time is also money. Anyone that doesn't respect your time doesn't respect you. Yeah. People don't respect time. Yeah. Please take your seat. I want to give you a brief clear on what we'll be looking at tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be looking at relationship goals. How many goals did I give you? 5. So tomorrow we'll be looking at relationship goals. And this is goal what? What goal is this? Financial. So we'll be looking at relationship goals. And then so that I can also maybe chip in some of the tactics, so that tomorrow we can look at some of the tactics with relationship goals. And then, so I've given you strategies for all these goals. But then tomorrow we'll look at relationship goals. But I want to start with this. Amos chapter number 3, verse 3. Let's look at Amos 3:3, and then we could just brush things up, and by God's grace, we could be out of here. Can two walk together except they agree? There is something you must do. There are people that entered into your life, or people who you've entertained in your life, and these people have made inputs. It's time to tell them, I'm now going to make my own inputs. I want to speak to you about something. Relationships. Start eliminating people. Start eliminating people. Eliminate people. Start eliminating. There are stations, no matter how blessed and anointed, I don't care who you are, I will never listen to that station. I won't waste my time. I won't. Start eliminating certain people. Start eliminating them. You won't enter into my office with a TV on the wall and then you see Cartoon Network. Yeah. Why do you have a plasma TV? Why do you have a 72-inch TV? On the 24-inch TV, you will still see the person die. Now, your room is just here and here. And the screen you have, only Jesus can save. He says, this is appalling. Who is in your life and what are they doing there? What value are they bringing? Some of them are family. And you know it's shocking? Some of them are sitting by you. Someone said, by my family sitting by me. So you are saying the family, you are saying that. Well, if the person is the person, eliminate. Eliminate certain people. You can go up and you can come down. There are some discussions I will not discuss with people. I will not. There are successes I have and you will never find out. You have to eliminate people. If you really want to go where you want to go, you want to arrive at a certain pinnacle, you want to be at the apex of the summit. The very apex, where the summit already is the top, but the very apex of it, the tip of the ice mountain itself. I'm telling you, you have to be willing to let go of certain people. People that are toxic. What people am I talking about? I'm talking about people that at the end of the day, they do not motivate you to get to your next level. You talk about something they ridicule. How long are you going to keep certain friends? And I don't know what is wrong with some of us. You see someone's status and you are angry and you save this number. For what? For what? Delete it. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. When it's your enemy, you grow fatter. Am I helping somebody? Or if it was your enemy, you grow better. But there's some people, when you give them a fat heart, they'll die. Medically. It's amazing how some of you can just go to Instagram and you are still following certain people. You see their status and you get to see that, okay, this person, and then you are like, let me see what this is. When Satan left God, he never checked up on Satan. How do I know? He didn't check up on Satan's status. So the first question, where have you been? You gotta be like God if you want to survive. Anyone that is not helping you attain success, don't get close to them, even if the person is a man of God. I don't work with people that are not helping me. If you are in my life, you are there because there is something, your role you are playing. Some of you have people roleless. Roleless, not roleless you put in your hair. They are roleless. They have no role, no significance. And you're expecting a breakthrough. You're expecting your life to change. Some of you don't know how to eliminate. There are certain aunties, uncles, you don't let them come close to your house. It's not everybody that must know where you stay, what you do, what you eat. And that is why they are able to poison people and assassinate them. Every great person that has gotten to the top has a security detail. And some of you don't even, some of you are like, I have to get money. No, you have to have a security detail now. I'm not saying people following you everywhere you are. Sit down and plan. This is what I do. This is what I do. I don't go here. I don't go there and stuff. No, you see, when you have a concord shaping itinerary, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Where are you chatting? Where are you discussing? Because even if you think that a man is weak, mind you, there are weekdays and there are weekends. If you think he's weak for all the 5 you have, the weekends are 2. You will know. It will end. Am I helping somebody? Are you sure? Are you being blessed? I like reading about the Church of Pentecost. So yesterday this morning I was looking at the funeral they had in 2003, and I didn't know they had a funeral for Church of Pentecost when their prophet died. Before Intumi came, then Opoku came before now, the one they have. And I was watching the funeral and I saw Atamios going around the dead body and looking at it. He was very fat by then. Atamios is dead. JJ is also. And then when they this one Intumi was leaving, Mahama was there. Mahama, a vice president, was at his send-off party. Now, what am I saying? Life is some way. There are people who are present and there are people who are not present. When you find yourself at a place, make sure you are not misplaced. Make sure you do what you got to do so that posterity will remember you. So that future will remember you. Do what you got to do. 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 Please put your feet down. Don't let people arrive and you are lost. So I was telling the media team, you go and organize your empowerment summit somewhere and see whether everybody will show up. There is a training. We are going somewhere. Please take your time and let's get there. Don't rush things. Because whatever we are taking our time to do, our children will not need that time. Because we have already done it. So when they come, they just fall into the system. The one that invented the machine, when he was inventing the TV, it took time. But when he's done, you are going for it, you pay a price for that invention. But he has duplicated it. And we are duplicating. This wisdom I'm giving to you is not mine. Someone gave it to me. I'm also giving it to you because it works. Don't listen to what I preached today and then you want to be like, oh no, he said this and stuff. No. Everything I preached is so that you, when you see me saying, if you fool this, what I'm trying to say is that you too, you have to have that heart that when someone fools this, God has lifted his word about himself. Any man whose principle is below him is not going anywhere. You stop training. You stop rehearsing. You stop doing stuff. You want to be a footballer. You want to be a musician. You want to be this. And you're like, you don't know why it's not coming. Because you don't desire it well again. God will lift you if you position yourself well. Have I spoken well? I bless you. That may my God continue to increase you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Come to the place of relevance. Come to the place of prominence. Increase in the name of Jesus. You have said that you want to make it this year. Therefore, I decree and declare the God that makes men, may he reveal himself to you tonight. May you not be afraid again. Move forward in Jesus' name. Rise up to your feet and give the Lord a clap of praise. Come on, give the Lord a shout of praise.